Our book club read The Long Walk by Stephen King. Stephen King is known for his brutal horror stories. You can't judge this book by its cover because The Long Walk doesn't sound like a very eventful story. This is not about a casual walk through the park or some kind of sporting event. It's about a deadly competition set in the future. 100 boys participate in the walk and the rules are simple. Keep walking or die. Ray Garrity, the main character, and 99 other contestants have entered to win. The last boy walking wins the prize, anything they want in the whole world. But before anyone wins, 99 boys have to die. Who will make it out alive? Stephen King is one of the most well-known authors of our time. He was born in Portland, Maine, but his family moved several times when he was young. Eventually, they settled in Durham, Maine. He graduated from the University of Maine in 1970 with a Bachelor of the Arts in English. He was examined by a draft board to fight in Vietnam, but failed the health test. He married his wife Tabitha in 1971. He began his professional career working as a high school English teacher and writing short stories that were published in magazines. In 1973, his novel Carrie was accepted by a publisher. He quit teaching that year and began writing full-time. Since then, he has written over 157 stories, including 49 novels. Many of his books are bestsellers, and he has won various literature awards. Several movie adaptations of his stories have been filmed, including the critically acclaimed Shawshank Redemption. Today, Stephen King is 64 and is currently working on new novels set to be published in 2012.
Stephen King has given a whole new level of torture in this book. Torture completely ruins one's understanding and complexion of reality and the real world. The torturer isn't exactly seen as the bad guy anymore. One's own body is the torturer, because so much is being inflicted to the body and the mind isn't as built for taking hits like the body. The one being tortured wants to see the destruction of himself even more than the torturer at one point. If anything, the torturer seems like a merciful god or master to the one being tortured. The torturer basically controls the victim's definition of what is right and what is wrong. The torture in The Long Walk is a big test of human endurance. Endurance is one of the most tested traits or characteristics today. We have competitions of who can balance on one leg the longest, or who could walk the farthest for the longest period of time. Of course, there is a limit or capacity of how much one could take of walking or running. There's a physical and mental limit. The physical limit is normally the first one to run out. One's goal is normally to increase the capacity of how much he can take. Then there's the mental limit, which is harder for one to increase. If the physical limit remains standing, the mental one is what is going to impact the runner, walker, or etc. Mental endurance is truly the key to enduring anything in any situation, whether you are in cross-country or you are testing your survival skills. The Long Walk, a 100-person procession of horror, insanity, and blood. Only one can live and win the coveted prize. 99 are left to bite the dust. Stephen King writes this thriller with just enough chills and pure terror to keep you reading. But once you've started, you have to keep going. You have to keep walking. You have to keep playing the game.